Hey, Angela Carter Tyson here. I'm into you from my cluttered closet. The reason why I'm doing this, see, look at all this. Look at all this. Just craziness. I have to organize. This is like all my sweaters and stuff, my winter clothes that I gotta get rid of because it's warm here in St. Louis, Missouri. But okay, so I didn't come to talk to you about a cluttered closet, but the reason why I'm doing this video here is because I got inspired. I was like, you know what? I gotta do a video. I have to talk to you because I have a message for you. If you're in a home-based business or you're in a direct sales company and you feel like, oh, Angela, like I don't know what is stopping me from getting to that next level. Like what is it that I need to do? What is it that I'm missing? I want to say that I've been there. I've been in that place where it's like, okay, I think I'm doing everything that they're telling me to do, but I want to get to the next level, but I don't know what is keeping me stuck. I want to share with you something, and this is why I had the inspiration to do this video here, because I was reminded of one of my millionaire mentors, of a practice that she does, and something that's important to her, I guess, of how she operates. And she operates from a lack of clutter. and it reminded me about how those who are where we want to be don't operate the way that we operate. They don't think the way that we think. They don't act the way that we act. They don't operate and move the way that we move. And because of those reasons, they are where they're at and we are where we are at. So the message I want to give to you today to help you get to the next level in your business, and this is the thing that helped me, one of the things that helped me break through, that helped me go from somebody who struggled for 2 years in this industry, only bringing in 5 people in 2 years, to bringing in over 358 customers, and become a top 10 salesperson in my company in terms of getting the most sales in a 6 month period in my business, to speaking on stage at 2 of my company events. What did it take for someone like me who struggled for 2 years to finally break through? Here it is, and here's my message to you. You gotta get comfortable being around those who will stretch you and who will challenge you. You see, in this industry, we have the privilege of being around and having access to 6-figure earners, millionaires who are pouring out their knowledge, their wisdom, their insights, their strategies, their tactics, their tips on company calls, at company events. We have access to people who are making incomes that most people don't have access to. And not only making certain incomes, but have a certain lifestyle. And see what happens, and this is something that I didn't pick up on until I really started taking my business seriously, and I started engaging and hopping on calls and showing up to team meetings and team calls and going to company events, is that to get to the next level, to get to where the people that are in your company that are having the income and lifestyle that you want, you have to get comfortable being around them and hearing them challenge you and stretch you. You see, when you get on these calls, or when you go online and you're looking for a mentor to help train you in building your business online, when you get around people who have the results that you want, you'll realize, wait a second, they're asking me to do things I don't feel comfortable with. Precisely, exactly. That is how you know you're in the right environment. What you mean, Angela? I remember when I was younger, I was growing up, like in junior high, my teacher would always give me assignments of things to do, or draw, like art stuff, you know? And I would always have my brother do it, because my brother Derek is a great artist. Like, he could draw anything. That's his love, his passion. He's skilled at it. And I would always have him do my assignments. And I don't know why, but he would do them. And one point, it's like one day he had an epiphany. One day he said, you know what? I realized what she's doing. She got me doing her stuff. And you know what? I've had enough. It's like one day he decided he's had enough. So he comes to me, and I asked him to do this drawing for me. And he was like, no. I was like, huh? What you talking about? Huh? What you mean no? He said, no. I was like, but I can't draw. I'm not good. He said, how you going to get good if you don't do it? He said, I'm done. I'm not doing any more drawings for you. If you want to get good, you're going to have to do it yourself. And I was like, see, my identity at that time was, if I didn't feel like I knew how I could do something, I wouldn't do it. And what my brother did in that moment is he challenged me. He said, look, you're not going to be able to learn new skills. You're not going to be able to grow. You're not going to be able to accomplish the things that I know that's in you if you don't change your identity and change the way that you usually operate. Here's the tie-in for you in your home-based business. The people that have the results that you want, they operate differently. They think differently. And if you can get comfortable being on a call where you hear someone challenge the very excuse that maybe you have, the very doubt, the fear that you have, if you can get an environment where not only do you not get uncomfortable when that happens, but then you start seeking it, you start desiring it, because you start realizing, I'm not comfortable with where I'm at and I'm not comfortable with who I am. See, that's the shift. A lot of people come in like, I'm not satisfied with my results. I'm tired. I'm tired of struggling. I want to make more money. My question to you is, are you tired of being who you are? Say, Angela, ouch. I know. I had to ask myself that question. I said, man, I'm sick and tired of not getting the results that I want. I'm sick and tired of not doing the things that I know I need to be doing. And so I wasn't comfortable anymore about who I was and who I was being and how I was showing up. My question to you is, how comfortable are you with who you are right now? You say, Angela, I'm not comfortable. Right? I know that I have more in me. I know that you have more in you. So it's time for you to say, I'm going to now get comfortable being uncomfortable. I'm going to now get on these calls. And not only am I going to listen to what they tell me to do, the 6 to 7 figure earners, but I'm going to pay attention to how they say it and how they speak and how they communicate. Because I know for me to get to that next level, for me to get to where they're at, the way I talk has to change. How I show up to people has to change. And now I'm going to sit and I'm going to watch. I'm going to monitor. I'm going to listen. I'm going to take notes. I am going to now be a student of who I have to be. Not just what I have to do, but who I have to be. How do I have to be in terms of my communication, in terms of my posture, in terms of my mindset, if it's clutter, right? It's amazing because, and this is what made me do this video. I was thinking about my millionaire mentor and a couple other millionaires that I know in our industry and how they're so particular about their environment, right? One of my mentors, she works full-time from home, right? She's a millionaire. And she has this home office. And she said, you know, every time I come in my home office, I want to create an environment of success. So she has all the awards that she's gotten, all of the lanyards from the events that she's attended, you know, awards that she's received, pictures of her team jacket. She said, I want to, every time I step into work, I want to create an environment and an atmosphere of success that inspires me. Their environment matters. And I think about, and then I hear that, I'm like, dang, I don't care about my environment like that. Right? Maybe that's what I need to work on. So I got to work on all of this, right? This is clutter. I remember hearing a story where this $1 million earner, she was at a conference or an event, and another event attendee was by her, and the millionaire was checking her email and like seeing an email and deleting it right away, and her inbox was clean. And this event attendee was like you delete like all your email, like you don't like say. And she said it was watching her discipline and how she didn't even want clutter in her email inbox. Do you know I have like like 60, like I don't know, it's like 20,000 or something like emails by Gmail. I never delete stuff. That's unacceptable. That's unacceptable. What habits do you now say, I no longer tolerate, Angela? I no longer tolerate that way of being. Is it procrastination? Is it fear? Is it fear of, I'm afraid of failure, Angela? What habits do you have that you say, I'm no longer comfortable with? I want to now go to the next level, and I know that next level requires a new identity in me. I can't think the way that I'm thinking now. I can't operate the way that I'm thinking now. I can't do the things that I do now. You see, the next level of your business, the next level of your growth, the next level requires a new identity in you, a new way of you thinking, new information, new skill set, new knowledge. So if you want to have a duplicating team, that means that right now, you have to become the type of leader that has a duplicating team. You have to now get access to people who have duplicating teams. And you have to soak in how are they being, not just what they're doing, because they could tell you what they're doing, but then if you are committed to operating the way that you currently operate and thinking the way that you currently think, you're not going to do what they say do. So you have to not tolerate who you are right now, right? You got to get uncomfortable with who you are right now and say, man, I know that there's more in me and I want to grow. I want to be able to look up a year from now and not recognize who I am in terms of, man, I've grown so much. See, for me, I had to no longer tolerate not being consistent. And I used to procrastinate all the time. And I used to not be consistent in my business. For me to hit the top of my company, for me to be on stage speaking in front of over 1,000 people, it required a new me. It required a new Angela. And you know what that new level of Angela was, that new Angela? A consistent Angela. I had to be consistent in ways that I had never been consistent before, ever in my whole entire life. But if I was so attached to operating the way that I was used to operating, to thinking the way that I was used to thinking, guess what? I would have still been that same Angela, struggling in this industry for over 2 years. So I'm doing this video to challenge you, to say, I'm not comfortable being the type of person that, Angela, I'm not comfortable being the type of person that is always driven by my fears, man. I'm sick of it, right? Like, I remember I used to always be the person who's like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna make my money back from this, so I don't know if when I make this investment, I don't know if I'm gonna have the money the next month. I got sick of that. I got sick. I had to do an interview. $1 Million Earner interviewed me for this series of how they did it, featuring a lot of those of us who were having success in our business. She was like, so tell me about your story. I said, I was the queen of the free trials. I was the queen online of always getting the free trials and say, well, I'm gonna go in and put in my phone because I already know I'm not gonna have the money to do, so I'm gonna cancel. I said, I got to the point, I'm sick and tired of that. I'm sick and tired of it. I want to figure out, how can I get my money back quickly? How can I become that kind of a person who implements faster, who takes action faster, so that now money comes to me faster, so that I don't ever have to keep being that type of person who can never pay for the things that I need. I got sick of being that person. What are you sick of? What are you sick of? What habits, what ways of being that you've been operating, that you've been tolerating? What is it that you're sick of? And I'm gonna tell you, the minute you get sick of it is the minute that now when you hop on those calls, you can't wait to. You can't wait because you're like, man, I need to be around some people that gonna challenge me, that's gonna identify to me what level of thinking, how do I need to change? You no longer become attached to who you are because you're so focused on who you wanna be, who you wanna become. And by you becoming that person, you're gonna attract the things, the income, the impact that you want to have. And so what's going to happen is, and this is the same journey that I took, you're going to start looking forward to it. So the things that used to offend you, when you get on the calls, you're like, well, how can they tell me that I have the time, that I can find them? How can they tell me that? See, when you go from stop being offended by things and you start now saying, yes, tell me what I need to fix because I'm so sick and tired of being where I'm at, that's when you're ready for the next level. And here's what's going to happen. You're going to hit a level that you've never hit before. And you're going to realize, oh my gosh, listening to people, changing who I am works. So then now there's less resistance. So now when the people at the next level is telling you how to get to the next level, you're not going to have all that resistance that you used to have. And then now you get to the next levels and new levels faster and faster and faster and faster. And here's what's going to happen. You'll start thinking differently. And what's going to happen is you'll already start thinking some things. And then when you get on a call and there's somebody on that call, that conference call, that team call, that company call, that is where you want to be, here's what's going to happen. They're going to say the things that you were already thinking. And that's when you know, I already have the mindset of a 6-figure earner. I already have the mind of a 7-figure earner. And because I already have the mind, the outcome, the results, the income is bound to happen. I'm going to leave you with this. Just to recap again, your next level of growth in your business requires a new identity, a new you, a new improved, greater, bigger, grander vision of you that is inside of you. That is inside of you waiting to get out. I believe in you. That's why I do my videos. It's why I do, people ask me, I don't know why you do the videos. I don't know what you get out of it. Like, I don't know if you get a sale or something, but thank you. I appreciate your videos. You know what I get out of it? Purpose, impact, but I also get income too. Because I get customers from not lying, right? Like, I'm just telling the truth. I get that too. But you know what I get? I get the pleasure of knowing that there are people who are on the journey that I've been on and I'm still on. I may be a couple of steps ahead of you. I get the privilege of seeing people who grow because of working with me, and even just watching my videos. You can do this, but it's going to require a new version of you, a new, more courageous you, a new, more powerful, empowered you. So if you want to get in an environment that's going to challenge you, if you want to work with a mentor or a coach that's going to challenge you, if you haven't already got on my email list and gone to my website, you can go to recruitrepsonline.com. And if you're already on my email list and this is how you got your video, you said, Angela, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to be challenged. And you want to get partnered and working with me to help you grow your existing business online, then I'm here. They say when the student is ready, the teacher appears. If you're ready, it's going to require you to step up and challenge, and you're going to get stretched in ways that you never got stretched before. But you're going to be able to look back on that journey and say, wow, I've grown so much. I've come so far and I have so far to go, but I'm loving the journey. You can love the journey when you understand what the journey is going to require. It's going to require a new way of you growing and advancing. And when you can embrace that, and when you say, that's precisely one of the reasons why I joined this business, Angela, the reason why I joined my company, the reason why I joined a home-based business, because I want to grow, I want to develop, I want to be the person that I know I can be. I want to look up and realize, wow, I'm a more powerful leader. I'm a more powerful mom. I'm a more powerful wife. When you can make that one of your goals, and not just income be one of your goals, but personal growth, that's when you'll know that you're ready. That's when you'll know, that's a sign that you're getting ready to go to the next level.